Okay. So any project implementations like fall under these five methods. One is project preparation. Next one is business blueprint. Okay. And third one is realization. Fourth one is final preparation. Fifth one is go live. Okay. So any implementations like they fall under this method as a project SAP methodology or agile methodology, active methodology for the S/4HANA implementations. Okay. So as of now, like mostly most of the projects people are following the SAP methodology. Okay. So these SAP methodology fall under this five phases. One is a project preparation, business blueprint, realization, and final preparation and go live. Okay, so what they will do in this methodology? So once you know this project implementation strategy or methodology, you know like how we'll perform the end-to-end operations. Okay, so each of these five phases will have again five different okay. So in this project preparation method, okay, what are the different five phases? First one is project planning, okay, and project charts, define of a project scope, and project standards and team skills development. Okay, so what is mean by project planning? Okay, so before we talk about the SAP implementations, first the plan project planning. So like a business will tell we want to implement the SAP, but this is our timelines. Okay, so they have some planning about that particular project, and they have the roadmap. Okay, so for example, we want to live this project by next year November. Okay, so and they will tell so and so deadline. Okay, and depends on that we will prepare the charts like so like by this month December you able to try to finish all your BBP sign off, and 3 months we will take the configurations, and 2 months we will take the testing. Okay, and 1 or 2 months we'll go for the unit testing. Okay, then we will take the sign off from the business, then we will go for the live. Okay, so this kind of some planning will be done in the project planning phase. Okay, so once it is done, once a planning phase is done, then I will try to prepare the project charts. Okay, so what do you mean by project charts? So it is a step-by-step pictorial diagram of what we discussed, where we are in the UAT phase, when we are in the quality phase, and all those things that can be included in the project charts. Okay, and we will also define the scope of project. For example, one of the organization is there in the different continents or different countries. Okay, so we won't implement SAP directly to the all the continents in one go. Okay, that is like a huge impact for them. So what we will do, we will go by country-wise implementations. Like we will implement India first, and Sri Lanka second, Nepal third, Afghanistan, Pakistan fourth phase. Like that, we will implement the SAP in the different phase wise. Okay, so that is the scope. Like so this is the first phase. We are going to finish so and so countries, and second phase we are going to finish so and so. So that kind of scope we are going to define in the project preparation phase. Okay, so next one is project standards. Okay, so in the project standards, generally, what are the tools we are going to use, and what are the terms and conditions for all those things? That will be detailedly discussed in the project standards. Okay. And the next one is the team skills development. In the team skills development, for example, so business have some new process called as a vendor invoice payment. Okay. But it is not in our SAP consultant don't know. Or they are using some different tracking tools. Okay. Our consultants don't know. I mean, not sure about that tracking part. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to use that one that we are going to use by team skills development. That we are going to give the training to our consultants. Okay. So this is about the project preparation phase will be included. These are the deliverables. Okay. So next is a business blueprint phase. What we are going to do in the business blueprint phase. So here, generally we are going to conduct business workshops. Okay. So what we are telling in the business workshops. So in the business workshops, we are going to give a training about entire SAP processes like organization structure, the master data, the transaction data, what is meant by release procedure, pricing procedure, how the inventory movements will be happen, and accounting determination. So these are the all the topics we are going to try to give within 1 hour to 2 days. Okay. So once this workshop is done, okay, even business will also give their business model to us. Okay. Business will tell us like we have so and so processes, we have so and so processes, and all those things. They will tell. Okay. So whatever they told to us, that we will make it as a point by point notes. Okay. Apart from that, if you want to ask any questions, okay, then we will ask QADB. So this is one of the sheet you going to understand their business processes. Like you can ask what are the production plant, any warehouse is there, how their stock keeping will be happen, how many purchasing departments they have, what kind of procurement they are doing. Okay. This kind of all process we can ask. Generally, business will give all idea about to us. Okay. Once as it is done, parallel to the parallel to the QADB, we will prepare the as is document. As is document means what they are following on today, how they are going to do the business. Okay, how they are doing the business. So that as is document we are handling here. Okay, and next is a to be document. Okay, so in the to be document, how this process can be mapped to the SAP. Okay, for example, they told they given an order to the vendor and they will call and confirm your order is confirmed. Then vendor will supply this material. They will take the stock in our plant and they will do the payment after 90 days. Okay, so how we will map the same process? So order X to the vendor, then it is called as a purchase order. So you need to raise by ME21N and call them to confirm order. It is called as a release. And take the stock into storage location. This is like how we do perform the goods receipt and invoice payment that we are doing by Miro. Okay. Okay. So this is like how we are handling as is and to be documents. Okay. So once as is and to be is done, so parallelly our like requirement discussions is happen continuously, and parallelly we'll also identify gaps. Okay. So generally, what is meant by gap? Gap is a process like which cannot be implemented by the standard SAP. Okay, so we have the some of the processes we have. Okay. Apart from that process, if business is using something different, that is we don't have in our hands. Okay. So in that case, what will happen? That is a gap to us. Like we cannot implement it by the our standard process. So that kind of things we are handling through the enhancements that will call as a gap fit analysis. Okay, so we'll try to provide a solution to the business by doing some enhancements. Okay, so what are the gap fit enhancements? Like it can gap can be identified in the different ways. Okay, so it can be fall under the these 5 categories. Okay, so what are the 5 categories? One is rise of W. Okay, so it fall under the gap fit analysis, fall under the rise of W. Okay, so what is mean by rise of W? Okay, so rise of W, it is a concept called as a to identify the gaps and try to close the gap by using of this concept. Okay, so here what is mean by R? R is nothing but reports. Okay, so your business have already having some reports. Okay, but apart from that, business is expecting something new. Okay, already existing, they want to add some points on the thing. Okay, already some report is there. On top of that, they want to add some more fields to that particular report. Okay, so that is called as a R. R means reports generally. Okay, next is I. I means interfaces. Okay, so what do you mean by interfaces? Like, so you have the SAP system and you have the another third-party system. Okay, and you want to give a linkage from one to another, and data need to flow from the one module to another module, like one system to another system. Okay, so that can be handled in case of uh, the interfaces. So here in the interfaces, generally, we will use the IDOCs. Okay, so how the data will be flown from one module to another module by using of the IDOCs. Okay, so we have the different standard IDOCs is there. Okay, with the help of the technical team, we are going to start that different IDOCs there. Okay, so that's about the IDOCs. Next is a C. C is nothing but the conversions. Okay, so what is mean by conversions? Like conversions generally we use for the at the time of the cutovers. Okay, so what kind of conversions? Generally for the conversions we will use the LSMW. Okay, LSMW, or we will ask ABAPers to like develop one program that can be used to upload the mass data. Okay, so that is called as a conversions. Next is enhancements. Enhancements is a part like where you are going to handle some system checks. Okay, so even it is not available in our system, but we will put some system checks by using this enhancements. Okay, so that is called as enhancement. Next is the forms. Generally, the PO printouts and all those things we are going to handle by using of this forms. Okay, F means forms. PO printouts, PR printouts, and all the printouts we are going to handle by the forms. Okay, and next is W. W means workflow. Okay, so generally for this kind of workflow, we have the workflow consultant. Okay, so that guy will be send automatically orders to the next approvals. So generally workflows we are using in the approval strategies. Okay, So there we are using this, sending the information to the workflow consultant. Okay, so these are the different RISE-F-W we are using. Okay, which will be plays a major role when you are going to handle your the gap. Okay, so any gap generally fall under the below phases here. Okay, so any development or anything which will be fall under this RISE-F-W, and we will identify how much time it will be take, and what are the things we need to done. Then we will take the development on that RISE-F-W. Okay, so once it is done, then we'll parallelly try to handle the blueprint. Okay, so whatever the processes, whatever the gaps, everything is done, that we will prepare one business blueprint document. Okay, so in that one we will put all those things, and there also we'll put the gap. Okay, so then we will share that BBP document to the business. Okay, then we will ask the sign off from the business. Okay, so once we will get the sign off from the business, then that is called as a then we will start asking for the development servers. Okay, so for this to come to this customization, like configurations, generally it will take 2 to 3 months. Okay, because business need to give the proper idea. So the process and all those things, and you need to work on that to give the proper solution about that one. Okay, so that is about how the blueprints can be handled. So once it is done, then we'll take the sign off, and we will start the training to the business, like in level 1 and level 2. Level 1 training means how to log into the SAP, how to log off. Okay, the basic training, the SAP, how to run the reports, and all those things we are going to provide to the business. Okay, so once it is done, once once it is done, then what will happen? It can be we'll start the configuration. Okay, so once you start the configuration, we are moving into the phase called as a realization phase. Okay, so here we will start the configuration of the enterprise structure, master data, transaction data. All the things can be handled here. Okay, so here we will handle all the configurations, and we'll start the UT. UT is nothing but unit testing in the development server. Like for example, I created a plant. Okay, now I need to check whether this plant is properly created or not. That is called as a generally unit testing. For example, if we do the material creation, then we will so material configurations we did, so then we will see whatever the backend settings is, everything is working fine or not. Okay, so that kind of things we are going to handle in the unit testing. Okay, so once this unit testing is done, then we will move the TR to the quality server. Okay, in the quality server, we are going to perform integration testing. Okay, so what is mean by integration testing? Integration testing means here we are follow the all the business cycles like P2P cycle, subcontracting, consignment, stock transfers from the MM side, and FI side they will follow, SD side they will follow their sale order creation and all those things. So they are going to follow in the integration scripts. Okay, so once consultant will do the integration testing, then we are going for the user manual creations, like material creation. Okay, how to create all those things, that we will prepare all the documents, and we will give the level 2 training. Okay, level 2 training means a process training. Okay, so that scripts will prepare, and that scripts we will share to the business, and business will perform their business process in the SAP. Okay, so once they performed and they confirm which is working fine, okay, then we will take the sign off from the business. Okay. Once we will get the sign off from all the processes, as well as we will ask the business to test the gaps. Okay. So gaps means which is we developer. Okay. That all things we will ask the business to test and ask for the sign off. Okay. Here. So once the sign off is done, then we will ready to move all our transport request to the production servers. Okay. So what are the things we'll move? First, we will move the configuration changes. Okay. Then we will check all the configurations is correct or not. Then we will check the number range is working fine or not. Okay. Then we will check the period postings working fine or not. So these all things can be handled in the period postings. Okay. So the next is once all the changes is moved to production, then we will start the cutover. Okay. Cutover is a strategy. Okay. So in the cutover, we are going to maintain or upload the legacy data. So what is mean by legacy data? So here the legacy data is considered as a open POs, open PRs, open stock, okay, and as well as open GR, whatnot, everything. Everything will consider as a cutover, okay, that we are going to upload in the system. Okay. So once this cutover data is uploaded in the system, okay, and then the like a hypercare support will be start. Okay. So hypercare support means we are going to the persons who implemented this SAP, these guys will be there in the hypercare, and people will be do the support 24/7 for 1 month. Okay. So once it is done, then this project will be handled to the support team. Okay. Once it is handled to the support team, those guys will do the like SLA. Based on this SLA, those guys will be perform the working on the issues. Okay. So this is like how we are. So once it is done, then we'll go live. So this is like how we are going to handle this ASAP methodology. You clear this one?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that is a methodology we followed under the ASAP methodology. That generally we use it in the ECC implementations. Okay. Now there is new versions available in the SAP that is called as S4HANA. Okay. So in the S4HANA, some people are using active methodology, some people are using ASAP methodology, some people going for the agile methodology as well.
Okay.
So what is mean by active methodology? So the deliverables, whatever we discuss, that is everything is same, but the naming conventions will be changed over here. And in the active methodology, we are not going to perform most of the config. I mean, we're not able to create the most of the configuration documents here. Okay. So in the SAP methodology,
it's always or it's business requirement or industry changes for active methodologies. You told me, no?
Okay, so it is
Which
like
methodology company can use.
Okay, so it is like the way of methodology we are following. Okay, that can be decided by project manager.
Okay.
Okay, so if we told we need to go for active, then we need to go for the active. If we need to go for the ASAP, we need to go for the ASAP. Whatever they suggest, we need to go for that one only.
It's decided only for project manager.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So SAP suggests if you want to implement ECC, then go for the ASAP methodology. If you go for S4HANA implementations, go for the active methodology. That's what project is preferred. So SAP preferred solutions. So generally consultants will follow how the SAP told to implement the same method we will follow.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like active methodology consider as again 6 phases here. Okay. So first one is a discover phase, second one is a prepare phase, and the third one is a explore phase. Okay. and fourth one is realization phase, and fifth one is a deploy phase, and sixth one is a run phase. Okay. So what we have the discovery phase. So discovery phase is like what kind of software you need to implement, okay, and what are the business process you need to implement. That can be I mean that can be happens. The decision can be taken in the discovery phase.
Okay.
Okay. So once it is done, then we are moving into the prepare phase. Okay. So here in the prepare phase, we generally readiness with the servers. Okay. And we are onboarding the consultants, and business requirement gathering will be happens here. Okay. And next one is so generally it is a project prepare phase is nothing but the project planning phase. So whatever the deliverables we will cover here, that all things will be cover, and we'll gather the all the requirements. And exploration phase, then we will say it is as per the SAP standard solution, or we need to tweak the solution, like we need to go for the RISE FW. Okay, so how many things are to with respect to the standard we can directly go and implement, and what are the which is not done by the uh, standard SAP.
Okay.
Okay, so here
Go for rice FW.
if it is not, then we need to go for the RISE.
Okay.
Okay, so then that's about the exploration phase. Okay, so until once you come to exploration phase, you are ready with how many process you are going to implement by standard SAP business process, and how many processes which we need to do the enhancements. Okay, so that can be handled in the exploration phase. Okay, so once it is done, then we'll go for the realization phase. Okay, so in the realization phase, okay, what things will be happen? So first is we will going to do the configuration. Okay, and we'll try to do the configurations and try to work on the RISE FWs. Okay, and we'll try to perform the testing. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so in the realization phase, initially we do all the developments in the development server. Once it is done, we will perform the development which is working fine. Then we'll move our changes to the quality server. Okay, so once it is moved to quality server, we'll try to check all the solutions which is working fine or not in the quality server. Okay, and we will do the one round of testing in the quality server. Okay, so after that, then we will give a training to the business, because business has no idea how to use the SAP. So there we will give the level 1 training. Okay, and level 2 trainings like the process testing. All the trainings will be given to the business. Okay, then those guys will perform the end-to-end testing. Okay, UT or UAT they will perform by the business. Okay, so once they are good with the processes which we developed, okay, then they will give the sign off processes. Okay, so once the sign off process is done, then we will move our solution to the production servers. Okay, so once you move the changes to the production server, which we'll call it as a live.
Okay.
Okay, so in the in the deploy phase, we will move all the transport. Okay, and we will ask business. So once we'll move the solutions to the transport request is moved to the production server, then we will try to upload all the data, like legacy data, like material master, vendor master. Okay, and open transactions like purchase orders. All those things we are going to load that in the system. Okay, so once it is done, then we will confirm like all things are loaded. Then business need to work on the like all the things in the production server. Okay, so that thing need to done. So that is phase, we'll call it as a deploy phase. Once deploy is done, then once all our cutover strategy will perform in the deploy phase, then we will call it as a run phase. So here business will run day-to-day transactions. If any issues, they will come up, and then we will try to provide the solutions, and we need to work on that one. Okay, so this is like how we will perform like a SAP methodology and active methodology. In the active methodology, most of the time we'll following the standard solutions, and we are going to reduce this customization. Okay, so this is about how this ASAP and active methodology we are try to work on that one.